Oh, you're a dick.
Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait, silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Can't beat it. I could have knocked his block off.
Wow, you're a dickhead. My god.
Did you recognize the old man?
No. Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now. His name was Plantar.
Was? He's dead then?
Yeah.
That's too bad. Now I wish I hadn't called him what I did. If only I could turn back the clock. If only I'd been more tolerant.
Regret and remorse are strange emotions. They really bring out the hammiest actors in people.
I bet he was being sarcastic about that because he's an ass.
Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already. I didn't see a thing.
He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
Nothing else?
Listen, I have to find that clown. He's a killer.
Say, who are you anyhow? A cop?
No, of course not. I mean, do I look like a cop?
No, but you act like one, sticking your nose in where it's not wanted. How do you know this guy's a killer? Did you see him in action?
Didn't you hear the explosion? The cafe was blown up.
I wondered what that bang was. Any bodies?
Yeah, an old man was killed.
Merde. I didn't think it was that serious. What about the waitress?
Oh, she's fine.
Thank the saints.
Right, that's all those options done. I don't think that's going to be needed. But might as well try it anyway.
Take a look at this.
You told me you weren't a cop.
Don't shout about it. I'm working undercover.
Who are you looking for?
That's confidential.
Might as well have that little gag there. But now it's time to actually give him the newspaper, which is actually important because it's going to be useful for distracting him.
Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Pah! Look at this. Damn bleeding heart liberals. Tcha! Save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish. Nah, that's more like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend. Bucephalus reborn, mon ami. Like a streak of lightning she is. Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that nine.
What about your toolbox?
Stuff it. Help yourself.
Well, you heard the man. Help yourself.
I found a T-shaped tool in the box. I didn't know what it was, but it looked useful.
Right, now that we have that, we can also look at this. This is a phone, and we will use that to call Nicole. Not right now, though. We'll do all that later. Right now, let's actually head left. And then we'll actually go inside to the alley. Now, the alley will have a...
fled into this alley, but there was no sign of him now. I was intrigued by Nico and what she could tell me about the explosion.
Yeah. Anyway, he escaped because, well, I think it's pretty obvious how he escaped.
It was an iron cover concealing the entrance to a drain or sewer.
Yeah.
The cover was too heavy and awkward to lift with my bare hands.
Yep. There's also a few other things.
The drain pipe looked as if it would bear my weight.
Also that.
It was a battered old trash can.
I can deal with it.
It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon. I took a deep breath and prepared to climb the drain pipe.
This will end poorly.
I guess the clown had an escape over the rooftops.
Well, it's important to have that happen anyway. Sort of. What about this one over here? Damn cats! There's also this over here.
There was nothing of interest.
Oh well. And I don't think there's anything else around here we have to look at, so I think it's pretty obvious what we have to do here.
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
Well, what do you think a manhole has? Now that we're in here, we can find a few things. Like this right over here.
As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn. It was the clown's red nose.
Yep, we had the red nose. So, let's have a look at it, shall we?
The nose was hollow. Printed on the inside were the words, La Risée du Monde, Paris. It was a bright red plastic nose, part of a clown's costume.
Yep. So now we have some information that's required. Nothing on that yet. Yeah, we still gotta find some more stuff. What else can we find? What's this? Okay, we're heading further, and a tissue? I think it's a tissue.
I scooped up the sodden tissue.
Yeah.
It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
Yeah, I thought that would be a tissue considering. What's this? Don't know what that is.
I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike.
Well, we got a thing.
It was the scrap of material I'd found in the sewer. It was the soggy tissue I'd found in the sewers. The card read, Augustin Rousseau, and gave an address to the south of the Montparnasse Cemetery. It was a metal rod with a handle at one end and a short crosspiece at the other.
I really like seeing the details of all the items I have. I forgot to do that in the Nico levels from before. Oh well. Let's go ahead up top. Oh. Oh
Hi
boy.
there. Hold it right there, you sewer rat. I knew you'd come back. And now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there, immediately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Ha! You won't catch me with tricks like that. Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay.
Now, what were you looking for?
This guy.
I was looking for a clown.
Huh, ridiculous. Do you really expect me to believe that?
He planted a bomb in the cafe and blew it up.
What? The cafe? Blown up? Mon Dieu, that is awful. And you say the person responsible was dressed as a clown?
That's right. He blew up the cafe, escaped into the sewer, changed his clothes, and came up here.
Ah, mon Dieu. Then, the man I chased, do you think that man and the clown are one and the same?
Well, yes, it had crossed my mind.
Ah,
That still does not explain what you are doing down the sewer. For all I know, you are in league with him.
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
Haha, most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waste pipes were such an attraction.
Well, let's see. Might as well give him this. He's gonna be very doubtful on us, not tell us anything otherwise.
Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my card?
What is this? Inspector Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid Division?
A homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Then you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you. And I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there was something different about you. It is your posture, your poise. Oh, yes. There is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should know. I was in the army, you know. When I was your age, I was fighting for my life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
Might as well check out all the things we can actually choose. The last thing we need to choose is the cloth that we have here. So let's choose everything else first.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
He was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an armlock. His face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron. But he did not know what he was up against. Oh no. He made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture. Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her. Quite well, you could say. She came to work at the cafe 7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really? So you'd miss her if she wasn't there?
Oh, mais oui. Who else would I find to cut my toenails?
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Huh, okay.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, he was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged to his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs? Stolen jewels?
I don't know. But the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
But to him, it was.
This is what I used to open the manhole cover.
I have one just the same as that, monsieur. I will fetch it if you like.
No, don't bother.
Oh, it is no bother, monsieur.
Nah, forget it.
Just trying to be helpful, monsieur.
Anyway, the red nose is next.
Take a look at this false nose.
Aha! That looks like a clown's nose to me.
Precisely. He must have dropped it in his panic.
Unless he wanted you to find it.
Why would he want to do that?
To put you off the scent.
Maybe. That does happen.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur. It's disgusting. What on earth possessed you to show it to me? Someone has emptied their nostrils into it.
I love it when Sturbot has disgusting arms and you can actually show it and it leads to some funny conversations. Trust me, it happens pretty much every game, actually.
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
Ah, that is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
And now it's important time.
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair. A pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
Let's look for this more.
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romani seamstress.
Just my luck.
Again?
Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not as soon. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind.
And again?
What was the name on the label?
Ah, it was a foreign name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Well, I don't expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
You're kidding. That's his phone number?
Yes, that is a little trick with numbers that I learned in the desert. I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
Well, that's it. Talking of him.
I have to be going. Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Raymond, I was only doing my duty, monsieur. Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon.
And now we automatically leave.
So
Right.
the clown had escaped into the sewer, come up into the courtyard, and then slipped back into the street here. It wasn't much, but it was more than the cops had got.
Now we have something new here. And I'm gonna Mr. Imperial, get this market away. Got the phone number of the tailor, so we have a lead. Now talk to Nico. We could talk to the other guy, but actually, yeah, let's go ahead and talk to the other guy. Let's give that a try.
Hello? Who is this? Hi. My name's George Stobart. You don't know me.
Correct, Mr. Stobart. I don't. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you?
No. No, that's not possible.
Oh, okay. Forget it. Listen, all I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Thank God. I thought you were the police.
There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information.
Go on. I'm listening.
Do you know a guy called Plantar?
No, I never heard of him.
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar? How he was killed in cold blood?
I told you, I never heard of Plantar.
Let's move on then.
What do you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la Chandelle Verte?
I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
I expect Plantar's a family man, don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to come home from work. He can't wait to show him the merit marks he earned in school today. Only tonight, Monsieur Plantar won't be coming home.
You forgot the puppy.
Huh?
The faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Well, maybe they don't have a dog. What do you think?
I don't know, Plantar. I never heard of Plantar. None of this has anything to do with me.
Well, that's it.
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
Well, we have no lead. Now for Nico.
Hello, Nico Coulard.
Hello? It's George.
Ah, oui.
You said to call if I could help.
Have you any news for me?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Look, why don't you come here to my apartment later this afternoon?
Fine. Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
Okay, I'll come over.
I was used to working alone, but I had to admit it felt good with George on the case too. But there were some things I was going to have to do alone, and fast. I needed the answers to some questions. Who was the costume killer? And why did he murder Carchon? Why did Carchon ask for me to interview him? How did he know my father? And why was my editor so scared? There was some kind of secret war going on out there. But who was on which side? One thing I did know. I wasn't going to get the answers sitting at my desk.
So, let's exit the apartment and get to investigating. But yeah, we have quite a lot of stuff to go through. Sadly, however, we didn't get much done though. Because sadly, our article has been spiked, and of course, the guy that has the information is dead. But we have George now, who will be very helpful because he is the main character along with Nico, and he's going to be able to solve this mystery with Nico and win the game. So let's go ahead and exit the apartment and talk to the women at the flower stand.
Mademoiselle Collard.
Oh, hello there. Don't tell me. I'm going to meet a tall, dark man.
No, I don't think so. Why would you say that?
Oh, just a wild guess.
Anyway, your cousin's female and very pretty.
What?
Your cousin from Marseille. How could you forget her so soon? She was only in your apartment yesterday.
Ah, really?
Such a charming young girl.
Isn't she? And in my apartment, you say?
She let herself in, of course. She's got a key.
Suddenly, everything made sense. My apartment had been bugged. That was how Plantard knew all about my article. How did I know? Because the only cousin I have is a sweet little guy called Jean-Marc, who runs a patisserie in Le Touquet. These people were determined, which meant they were also very dangerous.
Well, this character is someone we're going to be seeing a lot.
I suppose she'd forgotten which apartment was mine.
Oh, Miss Collard, you're a mind reader. That's just what she said.
Oh, I bet it was. Well, I'd better be going. See what my sweet cousin's been getting up to.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Yeah, our sweet cousin. This character's a bitch. I hate her so much. But yeah, we're now at the map. There's a lot of locations to look through, but we're going to go to the cafe, which is where George would be, but he's gone now. Let's head to the cafe right now and talk to this guy. No one in the chat right now saying anything, which sucks. Feel free to talk, by the way.
Could I ask you some questions?
That depends. Are you a cop?
No, I'm a journalist.
Bit late, aren't you? They already took away the body.
I'm doing a follow-up on this story.
We have a lot of stuff, but let's just focus on the top bits.
Tell me, are you related to the workman I saw digging the hole?
Don't talk to me about flobage. Pah!
Okay.
He just won a fortune on the horses and he won't give me a cent.
Well, it's his money.
When he was broke, he was happy to touch me for a loan. Brothers should look after each other, he used to say. He's changed his tune, now he's brassed up.
I don't like how he just said he touched them for a loan.
You're doing a fine job.
Damn right I am. You should be writing about me, not that idiot that got blown up.
The heroes who pick up the pieces when disaster strikes.
Exactly.
Well, give me your best smile and maybe I'll put your picture in the article.
Oh, right. Just give me a minute to do my hair.
The police had removed the body, but nothing else looked disturbed.
Alright. So, we didn't really get to talk much, but We are now in the cafe. Let's see. What can we click on? We click on this. Whoa!
Oops, stupid thing.
Whoopsie. Alright. What's this?
A panel had been blown away, revealing a gap. From this angle, I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipes.
Huh. Let's look at that, shall we?
Behind the table were some damaged pipes.
Let's remove that.
Voila! The police and forensic teams had missed a vital piece of evidence. Some kind of pouch. On the pouch was the cross symbol of Carchon's organization. I was on the right track.
That cross keeps appearing because the cross is very important to the whole series. Anyway, let's go ahead and click on the pouch.
On the pouch was the cross symbol of Carchon's organization. Inside the pouch were two items. A strange metallic artifact and a letter in some kind of code.
And now we have two more items. Let's start with the metallic artifact.
The artifact had a sword laid across scales. There was a picture of Lady Justice on the locked panel in the room below the conciergerie.
And
Another coded message using the same cipher system. So, Plantard was involved with Carchon.
And it uses the same symbols, so it's the same garbage. Right, I think we can figure this out, no problem. So let's get it in, so to say. Let's start with the P's, because I'm pretty sure that's going to say Plantard. Concern is about, you know who, Plantard. So P, the L was that one, so where is it? That. A would be that one. And then that one would be the N. Wait, is this the same symbols? I think they changed it. No, wait. Because I feel that says Pierre. I remember that really well. That says Pierre. There we go. And that one will be the T. Where is the T? There. And then that's the D. We found the D, guys. Alright, now let's figure this out. 'Cause that definitely says killed. So where is that symbol? There we go. Killed, murder. It's obvious it says murder. And the other one, that's the reverse of that. I'm apparently blind to not seeing because I'm an idiot. There we go. Must. No, that one. Must. Let's not worry about that right now. Okay, yeah, that one I know of. Arno Yamada. There we go. That says will. That says for. Okay, that's an E. That's followed. That definitely says he. And that says V. Okay. That's come. Alright, now we have two symbols left. That's a G. And that one is a B.
Plantard. Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arnaud and Yamada. He will come for us now. We must be vigilant. Thierry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. So much for Imelda's innocence. Plantard was working for her, and for Canchon. But why did Plantard want to meet? Was it a trap? Or maybe he was in too deep and needed me to tell the story, whatever the story was. One thing was clear. It was a story worth killing for.
Well, things have just gone very dark. Might as well just, oh, we got something new here. She once found the murder will come after the... Okay. Let's see, anything else that we need to look at? There's a bottle.
It was a brandy bottle.
Maybe it could be useful.
Some journalists drink on the job, not me.
Damn. I mean, it could be useful for another moment, but whatever. There's nothing else to click on, so might as well leave then.
Hey, what about my photos?
Oh, of course. How could I forget?
Well, I'm waiting. Get your camera out.
Camera. Oh, I forgot. It broke.
Alot. They should never send a woman to do a man's job.
Well, this woman had fooled him easily enough. And found the evidence the police had missed.
Yep. Now then, we have to, let's see.